Welcome to Morophon, the Boundless deck tech.
In this video, we're going to show you how to build an awesome human tribal deck list and give you the tools to build any tribe you want with this guy.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy. Together, we're the Nitpicking Nerds.
Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel because if you subscribe, it'll make wizards 10% more likely to cast a real werewolf commander.
Disclaimer, wizards will never make a good commander exclusively for werewolves. Before we jump in, let's start by reading our commander. Morophon the Boundless is a 7-mana 6/6 legendary shapeshifter. It has changeling, meaning it's all creature types at all times. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Spells of the chosen type you cast cost white, blue, black, red, green less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. Other creatures of the type get +1/+1. Alright, first thing we're going to talk about is what cards in this deck are going to be universal across all of the Morophon decks. We're going to say it Morophon. I don't know how to say it.
Morphin?
Yeah,
It's Morphin time!
It's Morophon time!
No, it's Morphin!
Morophon time.
If it's not Morphin, I come on, Morphin?
First category. All the cards that are the core of this deck. You can take any tribe, but you got to plug in these cards because they're awesome. So let's get into the first ones. Fist of Suns and Joda Archmage Eternal. Fist of Suns is a 3-mana artifact that lets you pay Wooburg instead of spells. Mana costs.
And Joda is a 1 and Jeskai for a 4/3 flyer with that same ability.
Right. So the way it works, if you don't know, with Morophon on the battlefield and Joda / Fist of Suns, you can say, I want to pay Wooburg. And then your commander says, okay, it costs Wooburg less. And you go, all right, play it for free. So any creature you name, whether it be, in this case, humans, saplings, horses, tree folk, whatever, they cost 0.
There's so many horses.
There's enough?
There's enough horses to build your tribal horse deck.
Because there's enough changelings to build any deck, really.
We finally have our horse commander.
Crested Sunmare, get in here.
Kindred Discovery is another one. Casting lots of free spells, drawing lots of cards. Well, what could be cooler?
How are they drawing cards?
What?
Might it be because Kindred Discovery is 3 blue for an enchantment, and then when it enters, you name a creature type, and whenever a creature attacks or enters under your control of that type, you have to draw a card?
Right? And so
that'll do it.
Every time one of these enters, you just get the draw, which is super duper duper good.
I mean, if you're playing a spell for 0 mana and it draws you a card, that's getting a little frisky. That's starting to get into combo potential.
Yeah. Also, with this card, you get to, if they attack.
Yeah.
That's
each one. If you attack with 3 guys, you draw 3 cards.
And that's just that extra gravy. Because
it's just that gravy.
Because that's not what the card's in here for. Like if it was just whenever they attack, you wouldn't be in here. Book. Gravy.
Other cards that are coincidentally 5 mana and also draw you cards whenever you cast something like that is Tome of the Guild Pact from Guilds and Vanquisher's Banner from Ixalan.
Yeah, almost everything is multicolored in this deck.
There's a lot. There's like 30 spells, 30-ish. So your commander is a changeling, which means he has all creature types at all times, meaning Urza's Incubator and Herald's Horn not only reduce whatever type your deck is based around, but also your commander.
Yep.
Urza's Incubator reduces it by 2, and Herald's Horn reduces it by 1, and sometimes if your top card is a creature on your upkeep, you draw it.
Yeah, which is
once again gravy on top because you want the reduction.
I really like these cards where it's like this effect is good, but also what if there was some gravy?
What if every 4 times you drew a card? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, what if you just randomly drew sometimes? Yeah.
And the undisputed Gourmet Bagel coming out of the gates.
What's a Gourmet Bagel?
A Gourmet Bagel being the best card in the entire deck, according to us. It is Cloudstone Curio, 3 mana for an artifact. Whenever a non-artifact permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you can bounce something that shares type with it.
And this will be the Gourmet Bagel in like most of these decks because
I have to imagine
you're just gonna be able to bounce so many different things. There's so many free things. Like no matter what you're building, there's always like.
Let's give just a hypothetical example. You know, let's say Fusion Elemental. It's just a Wooburg 8/8 Elemental, and you have your commander, and you want to name elementals. You play your commander, then you can play Fusion Elemental for 0. Now let's say you have a second Fusion Elemental. It doesn't really matter. A card that's the exact same that's an elemental. Horde of Notions. You play Fusion Elemental for 0. Now Cloudstone Curio is going to trigger. You can bounce your other card that costs 0, play it, bounce your card that costs 0, play it. Now if they have actual enter the battlefield abilities like ours are going to, infinite everything, you win the game.
Or any of those cards, like any of those 3 cards that draw cards right before this that we mentioned. Those
Draw your whole deck, win the game.
Win the game.
Yeah, so what is our deck trying to do? Combo. First and foremost, we're doing ridiculous, weird stuff with humans.
It's a really cool combo deck. Who would have thought human tribal combo? This is one of those classics. Like, if you had told me a month ago that the first deck that you would build out of Modern Horizons would be human tribal combo, I'd be like, you're wrong. You're allowed to be wrong, and that's fine.
Yeah. Human spells from all across Commander, casting the same creatures over and over and over with Cloudstone Curio and other friends, assembling these loops, going into combos. We've picked humans because we felt like it had the best chance to combo off of everything. We just wanted to build a cool combo deck, make it not as competitive as possible, but like as combo-y as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the deck wins by comboing. That's what it does.
Right, you're not going to win on turn 2. I mean, your commander is 7 mana, and you kind of need them. So it's like, this is like a janky for fun stuff.
This deck is built around the commander very heavily. Like, it's not as good as it can be, because if it's as good as it can be, why would you be playing this 7 mana janky commander?
And why are all your creatures humans? You could just build these combos in a better way.
Yeah, exactly. So,
what humans are we playing?
Well, let's talk about the strong effects on humans.
That's a great topic.
It is a great topic.
It is.
And let's start with the tutors. We have Spellseeker. 2 and a blue for a 1/1. Whenever Spellseeker enters the battlefield, search your library for an instant or sorcery where converter mana costs 2 or less. Put it in your hand. Shuffle your library.
Imperial Recruiter and Recruiter the Guard. They're both 2 and a white or a red for 1/1s, and they search for creatures with power or toughness 2 or less right to your hand. Treasure Mage. Did you know that Cloudstone Curio is 3 mana? And it's an artifact, and Treasure Mage finds those things?
Finds exactly
yes,
ones.
Treasure Mage is real good in here.
Yeah, it turns out you really, really, really want Cloudstone Curio.
Yes. What about card draw? What kind of humans do we have that could draw some cards?
We have Notion Thief, which anytime your opponent draws extra cards, you draw them instead.
It's not only they don't get it, you do get it. It's really annoying.
Grim Horror Specs. Whenever one of your humans dies, or any other creature dies on your side of the field, how about you get a card?
Draw that card.
It's a
Ranger Vios. We're never going to stop loving that card, especially me. It finds Sarah Ascendant. It finds Mana Dorks that we have in here. Any number of things. It's card draw.
Oh my god. Sarah Ascendant's a human.
Sarah Ascendant is a human. Shardless Agent. 1 blue, green for a 2/2 with Cascade. Value.
Yeah, that is a good value.
And you get to read my favorite one.
Queen Marchesa.
It only costs 1 colorless.
What if you could cast a 1 colorless, gain the monarchy, haste 3/3 death touch?
I like it.
I like it.
It has more things, but as we say, those are gravy on top.
Gravy.
What about removal?
Removal? Wow. We have Vithian Renegades.
Just 1 green red for a 3/2, and it shatters when it enters.
Yeah. Hostage Taker. You exile a card that isn't it, even though on the card it doesn't say that. It should. It doesn't. You exile another creature or artifact, and you can cast it by paying its mana cost.
Fiend Hunter, Oblivion Rings something until it leaves. Anafenza is really cool graveyard hate that costs 0. And we just wanted to mention, we're trying to prioritize cards that have multiple color symbols because they get the most reduction.
Yeah, exactly. So
we can play Reclamation Sage, but then it would only, if that was our tribe, it would only cost 2 colorless. But Vithian Renegades only cost 1 colorless. So we're doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So cool. This is so cool.
Right, what about ramp? Humans don't ramp, do they?
I beg to differ. What if we had Diligent Farmhand?
I love this card.
Want to read Diligent Farmhand?
Yes.
Make sure you read everything.
I will read the most important part last. 1 green for a 1. So green for a 1/1, and you can pay 1 and a green and sack it, search for a basic, and put it onto the battlefield tapped. But that's not the most important part. As long as Diligent Farmhand is in your graveyard, Muscle Burst's effect counts it as a Muscle Burst. It's insane.
I think it just says Diligent Farmhand counts as a Muscle Burst.
I don't know, because it's never once mattered.
It's more confusing to any player who reads it, which is great.
Yeah.
Knight of the Reliquary. We put a Gaia's Cradle in here. Gaia's Cradle is just insane.
Pick any land you have that makes more than 1 mana, or Command Beacon, and put that in the spot. Knight of the Reliquary is awesome.
Yep. Noble Hierarch, Slash, Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Mana Dorks.
Both just Mana Dorks. Both humans.
And Ranger Vios is ready to find them all day.
Oh yeah, he's looking for Mana Dorks.
Easy. I mean, definitely.
Shaman of the Forgotten Ways? That's a human? I forgot.
There's all these cards. There's that's a human. Shardless Agent. That's a human.
Yeah,
apparently.
that upside down weird looking metal face thing. That's a human.
Why is it upside down for no reason? Why can't it just be right side up?
Because it looks cool.
It does not look cool.
It definitely looks cool.
Maybe the artist submitted a right side up one, and the wizard's like, "This looks terrible." Wait a minute.
Maybe he sent it in an envelope, and he put it upside down.
Okay, man.
And he put it in right side up, and when they took it out of the envelope, they went like this. So they pulled it like
they've never done that with any other card.
Well, yeah, he's the only one who ever mailed it in.
Right. 2 cards I want to mention that are awesome because they're humans and they have 4 different colored pips in Kinyo Sentiro and also Saskia. There's another one that we'll mention later. Wink. But those 2, it's got to feel pretty great to play a 2/8 for nothing. And Saskia is like, that's your backup plan. You just beat them down.
Saskia's a really good beater. Oof.
I love Saskia. All right, but now we got to win the game.
Beat me down with Saskia the other day. I can't remember.
It wasn't me.
I was definitely getting beat down by a Saskia.
Card's cool. But winning the game is even cooler. How are we exactly going to combo? We have 4 different ones that we've highlighted. There's probably like a dozen more. But these are probably the 4 main ones. And the first 2 that we're going to talk about require Morophon and Curio in play. But we've got a bunch of ways to tutor that, and Morphin's always in your command.
You need Morphin, you need Curio.
Just for these first 2.
So, as I know what they say, it's Morphin time.
Right. And you can say when you're about to go off. You actually have to. You have to say it's Morphin time.
Oh, it's so good. I'm so glad that we said it that I decided to pronounce it that way.
Yeah. Well, this deck I would say is more phenomenal.
This is great.
It's something.
It's Morphin time.
Tyrannosaurus. Oh, you can name the ranger things when you play. Okay, we're going off. We're going off, ladies and gentlemen. Method number 1: Burning Tree Emissary and Brea Ethereum Shaper. Brea and Burning Tree are both humans. Burning Tree can cost red-green, therefore it costs nothing. Brea will cost nothing. Play Burning Tree for 0, get red-green. Play Brea for 0, get 2 Thopters. Bounce Burning Tree. Wait a minute, didn't we just make red-green and then not use it? Keep doing it forever. Infinite red-green, infinite Thopters. Now that you have infinite red-green, use Brea to sacrifice infinite Thopters to deal infinite damage to everybody.
And you...
Yeah, you do that.
You can Kamehameha.
Yes, that is number 1. I believe you can read number 2.
Remember, we still have Cloudstone Curio and Morphin time in play. We have Samut, Voice of Dissent, and Ta Druid.
Samut gives your creatures haste. Ta Druid taps for mana, deals 1 to each of your opponents.
Yep, you just need another free human to keep... Boop, 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 boop.
Right. And there's cases where Samut can be free, or if she only costs 1, then you can still do it with just her and the Druid. But you just respond to the trigger that bounces the Druid, and you deal 1 to everybody. Comes back, deal 1 to everybody. Over and over and over.
And over?
Game over.
Over. Or if you have Samut and a Mana Dork, you have a free mana.
That's true too.
If you have Samut, a Mana Dork, and another free one. So if you just have you have the haste guy out.
Yeah, that's true. Or so just like any 2 Mana Dorks.
Yeah, basically if your creatures have haste and you have 2 Mana Dorks, you can just make it for mana.
And there's weird ways we can mention to draw your whole deck if you don't have the kill piece. There's 3-Bit Inspector, which Ranger Vios finds, and then there's also Rogue Refiner that can draw your whole deck too with shenanigans.
Good old Rogue Refiner.
You can just stockpile useless energy. Just make sure to keep track of that useless energy that you can't spend.
Make sure that you make somebody keep track of it.
Yeah,
I'm going off. I don't have time for this. Do you
Nick, can you keep track of my energy? Got him. Now these next 2 methods do not require Curio, but you probably should have your commander out. Actually, you know what? Forget it. We don't even need that either.
You definitely don't need your commander.
These are just, they require more stuff, but they don't require your commander.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you have your commander out when you start this one, you don't need very much mana.
Yeah, this is just plan like C and D instead of A and B.
So, why don't you tell us, play the C and D?
Method number 3. You're going to need Safi Eriksdotter, Renegade Rallier, Zulaport Cutthroat, and Cartel Aristocrat.
Those are all humans.
They're all humans. Cartel Aristocrat basically the only human that can sack stuff for free. What's going to happen? So Safi and Renegade Rallier, you sacrifice Safi, target Renegade Rallier, sacrifice Renegade Rallier, Renegade Rallier comes back, gets back Safi, do this over and over. And Zulaport Cutthroat has infinite death triggers, kill everyone.
Humans just can do everything.
Humans really can do a little bit of everything. They just don't have redundancy. There's like 1 human that can do everything.
Yeah, like there's 1 sacrifice outlet human.
Yeah, there's 1 human that shatters something. There's like, except for Fiend Hunter. There's like 85 Fiend Hunters. But other than that...
Yeah, humans are really good at hunting fiends.
Oh, and bouncing creatures when they enter. They do. There's a lot of them that do that too.
Oh,
I was
really?
looking this up all day. But go to method number 4, the last method we have here.
So, we have Fiend Hunter, Cartel Aristocrat, Angel of Glory's Rise, and basically anything. So what you can do is you have your Angel of Glory's Rise enters, returns Fiend Hunter, returns Cartel Aristocrat, returns any number of humans in your graveyard.
All of them.
Hopefully something that wins you the game, even like a Venser, Shaper Savant, which is those bounce everyone's lands. So the Fiend Hunter enters, trigger, put Angel of Glory's Rise under it, sacrifice all your humans again, do it all again, and you can just do this.
When Fiend Hunter dies, and then Angel comes back because of Fiend Hunter, brings all your humans back. Venser bounces all their permanents. I mean, Zulaport Cutthroat kills them. Any number of things like that.
There's gotta be a...
I mean, it's similar because like Burning Tree still generates infinite mana because this is free to do. So it's like all the same combos that you could possibly generate.
Yeah.
But with this instead, it's a different shell. Those are infinites. Moving to the like conclusion, I guess you could say, where we just wrap up our thoughts. The average CMC of this deck that we built is like 2.97. There's no 6 drops, and there's 1 7 drop, and that's it. Everything else is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super cheap.
That deck is so good.
Yeah, the deck actually looks pretty cool. If I hadn't already built a human tribal deck in the past, I would snap build this.
This one's way cooler than your human.
Oh no, it's so much cooler. I will concede that point.
Yeah,
you get blue.
Yeah, it's more.
And like infinite combos, and you can say it's Morphin time all over the place.
Man.
Mana base, talk about it.
Mana base is fetches, rainbow lands, shocks. Pretty simple. And Gaia's Cradle.
It's super expensive. However, you can build it basically however you want, depending on the tribe. If you only want to play like devils, that's only red or black. They're gonna be reduced the same.
Classic devils.
Or demons or whatever you want to do. You only need like if you're playing mono demons, you just need swamps, and the demons get reduced by 1. Like that's fine, whatever you want to do.
I like mono demons.
Yeah, mono demons, mono devils, whatever. Imps you could do.
Yeah, do mono imps.
Or like I don't know, eyes, mono eyes.
Yeah, do mono eyes.
But the mana base doesn't have to be restrictive, is what we're saying.
Yeah, and you, like you said, you can play. This commander is so wide open. You
like
can,
anything.
You can literally play any tribe. It's tribal. Its restriction is you want to go into a tribe, and you want to go into one specific tribe. Maybe even you could, even if you were feeling frisky, you could go into 2 tribes.
Yeah, I mean, I saw one of the deck lists we were looking at. It was like 6 different tribes, and it was a bunch of blink effects.
That's pretty cool.
So you could switch back and forth. I'm like, I don't really want to do that, but that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what this commander is like really open.
So open.
Like you can do so many different things with them. I think that this is a really interesting and cool commander. I think it does a lot of different things. It even has like oh my gosh, the commander has gravy on it. Your creatures get +1/+1.
They get +1/+1.
Oh my goodness, there's
that gravy
so
on
much
it.
gravy. Make sure you use the sweet mashed potato.
Oh yeah,
picture
I know
that
exactly what you mean. I have it. I saw it. I love it. We're gonna be using it at least once. But that was the video.
If not 3 or 4 times in this video.
Yes. That was all we got for you. We want a special shout out to our patrons. They are here. They are plentiful. You can join them.
Where can I join them?
Patreon.com/nitpickingnerds, actually.
Yeah. And why don't you list them off because it's your turn this time.
Do we have to list them off every time?
Yes.
Okay, we have to list them off every single time.
Until it reaches a number that is actually really hard to remember.
Okay, so please.
We're actually getting very close because I know that the reason phone numbers are 7 digits is because 7 digits is like the limit for humans.
Right, so if you keep supporting us on Patreon, you won't have to listen to us as much at the end of the video. We have Dustin, Joe, Joseph, Tyler, Zach, Jonathan, Jordan, and the last one,
Zach.
No, I said Zach.
No, you did say Zach?
I specifically said Zach.
Tyler.
Adam.
You put Adam?
I didn't forget anyone. I listed them all at the exact same time. Those are our patrons. We love all you guys. Even the one that I keep forgetting because we can only remember 7 things.
Yeah.
I always leave off one person. It's always different.
I told you. It's phone numbers.
Phone numbers.
Peace out, Tribe Scout.